Hey, I'm Jonathan, founder and CEO of Conducto, a data pipeline platform that speeds up devs and data scientists from research through production. I'm going to teach you about data pipelines and the Conducto platform, all through the lens of debugging some errors. Data pipelines are everywhere in many industries, analyzing customer record data to predict churn, training an image classifier, then running it on an entire photo database, or just doing large-scale genome analysis. Today, I'm going to show you one that I'm very familiar with. We're going to use historical stock market data to build a predictive model. The Conducto platform has an API for writing pipelines, some behind-the-scenes infrastructure for running them, and this web UI is for interacting with them once they're running. All three of these pieces contribute to the debugging experience. The stock market prediction pipeline, this one, is user-defined in Python, and the UI shows it on the left in a tree view. It begins by downloading some market data from S3. Next, it computes features in parallel. Then it has 3 different machine learning techniques. For each one of those, it fits a model and then does a big parallel backtest. Lastly, it analyzes the backtest results and picks the best model. In words, that's a pretty clear high-level overview, and it's clear in the UI as well. Okay, I noticed I'm getting a ton of errors within the compute features step. The familiar tree view with hierarchical summaries gives me visibility into my pipeline, and I can quickly dig down to debug this error. So I jump right to the first error, and it looks complex. So my first step is to reproduce it interactively. I click Debug to open a terminal that exactly reproduces this error with code, command, environment, and data. In one step, I've reproduced the error. Next, I want to dig deeper. To do that, I use the fact that this debug terminal mounts my own workspace. So I go to my VS Code and add this breakpoint. I save and rerun, and now I can step through my code. And there's the error. Looks like I wrote vol, but the column's actually called volume. So let's fix it and try again. Success. Now I just remove my debug code and update my pipeline with the correction. I rebuild the Docker image and retry the node, and sure enough, it succeeds, as I already knew it would. Now when I go retry the rest of my errors here, they succeed, as I already know they will. Okay, let's pause for a sec to unpack that. A lot just happened. I found my error, I reproduced it, I explored my data, found the problem, wrote a fix for the problem, tested the fix, and now I'm verifying that my fix works on the entire data set, all in like a minute. And that right there, that is the central power of Conducto. Errors happen in all stages of data pipelines for any number of reasons. In research, I'm building new pipelines. I can uncover corner cases when I'm scaling out the research, or I might get new and messy data in production. Being able to find and resolve errors quickly is critical to the productivity of a data team. Now, I say data team because in any company, the data scientists collaborate with the developers and data engineers, and Conducto makes that easy too. For example, here's a weird bug. Malformed data detected. I don't know what to do with this, so I'm just going to paste this link into Slack and ask my team for help. Okay, Matt is looking at it, and I can see him in the UI. He's looking at it, and he replies on Slack, okay, he says I can skip it. That makes sense. This is a big parallel backtest, and I'll have 70 other pieces of it that succeed. Missing one won't matter. My results are still valid, so I skip it and continue. Again, this was shockingly easy, but it's impossible in basically every other tool. If you're using Apache Spark and you have a 12-hour analysis job with some malformed data in the last step, you have to start over from the beginning, and those 12 hours are wasted. And I can tell you, this ability to resolve errors at any step of the pipeline is super important. When I built the original Conducto to scale my small quantitative trading team, into a billion-dollar machine that was one of the top traders on almost every exchange in the world, this feature is what helped us iterate and scale faster than our competitors. So debugging, by the way, is just the tip of the iceberg. There's also the easy Python API, a notebook integration for seamless research, dynamic pipelines that adapt to fit the data, and easy scaling that lets you handle petabytes of data as easily as you'd handle a few files. I'm really excited to bring Conducto to the whole world, and so thank you for watching. If you want to learn more, please get in touch. I'll be happy to chat.